My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home. Hebrew home, Hebrew home. Good morning, Hebrew home. My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home.
Good morning, everyone. I am your host, Olivia Cohen, coming in live from the Dörfner Judaica Museum here at the Hebrew Home. And this is Good Morning Hebrew Home. Today is Thursday, January 28th, and the time is 10:32 a.m. Later in the show, we will talk about what IKEA is up to with helping the environment and a bonus news story today about the upcoming full moons. So stay tuned for that. We have a great show planned for you today, but let's first get into the weather. Let's take a look at the weather in our neck of the woods. For today, there will be a mix of clouds and sun with gusty winds, temperatures high 34 degrees. For anyone wondering, there will be a gale warning in effect for eastern bays of Long Island and New York Harbor. So I had to look up what a gale warning was, but a gale warning means winds of 34 to 47 knots are imminent or occurring, and operating a vessel in gale conditions requires experience. We have some extra sounds in the studio today, and properly equipped vessels. It is highly recommended that mariners without the proper experience seek safe harbor. So, learn something new today. Let's move to this day in history. January 28th, 1930. The Chrysler Building. With the completion of the Chrysler Building in New York, which is at that time the tallest building in the world at 78 stories, and dwarfs the 56-story Woolworths building, and is even taller than the Eiffel Tower in Paris. This is at a cost of some $15 million investment by Mr. Chrysler, and shows the world that the American auto industry is the best in the world. Just 12 months later, the Empire State Building is completed, which is taller. And my favorite quote from Annie, Little Orphan Annie, said by the great Carol Burnett: "This floor better shine like the top of the Chrysler Building." And let's move to 1937. RollsRoyce. Testing of the RollsRoyce had begun on this day. The first model that appeared on the streets a few years after World War II ended was the RollsRoyce Silver Wraith. In 1929, Tarzan, one of the first comic strips, first appears. Moving on to 1956, Elvis Presley, the young country rock singer. Elvis Presley makes his first ever television appearance and was on the musical variety program Stage Show, singing Heartbreak Hotel. Moving forward to 1972, the Black Caucus was gaining quite a bit of ground during this time in history. This organization is a group that was formed at this time in order to gain votes representing the 25 million U.S. African American citizens. Black citizens have turned to the Black Caucus for quite a number of things, such as help and advice regarding local political issues. In fact, citizens have modeled their local political causes after that of the National Black Caucus organization. And this particular association is still in existence today. Let's move to some of our wacky holidays for today. Today is National Daisy Day, also National Kazoo Day, and lastly, it is National Lego Day. So, fun things to partake in for today. Our residents' birthdays, we only have one for today. Happy birthday. Actually, sorry, we have three for today. Grace T., Bernice B., and Carolyn F. Happy birthday. We have one staff birthday for today. Rose Marie from nursing. Happy birthday. And our famous birthday for today, Elijah Wood. Born January 28th, 1981 in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, he is best known for starring in the Lord of the Rings trilogy as Frodo Baggins. But prior to that, oh wow, we have a phone call. Allison, our camera person, is going to pick up. We are live. This is live news, everybody.
It might be a television problem. We'll look into it. Thank you. Is this Caroline? Thank you. Hi. Thank you very much. All right. Bye.
Sound?
Yeah, it's a sound issue.
Okay.
But your mic is on.
My mic is on. We're having some technical difficulties for those watching, and for those watching on YouTube later, just so you know, it won't affect the YouTube.
We'll keep going. I don't think it's anything I can.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Hopefully some of you guys up on the floors can hear us. If not, you can definitely catch this later today at 6:30. So Artful Dodger. He starred in Oliver's Twist as the Artful Dodger. That was Elijah Wood. And he is a very private man, keeping his relationships private. And he's also very generous. He has supported several campaigns for charity, such as Keep a Child Alive and Aldo or Youth AIDS. So happy birthday to all. I'm super happy that you guys are using our in-studio hotline to keep us up. Just knowing if there's any technical issues. So thank you for calling. Happy birthday to all. I'm going to move into our menus for today, which I have on my phone today because here's where I have it. Today's lunch will be chicken parmesan with spaghetti and marinara sauce, broccoli and cauliflower with garlic sauce, and for dessert, vanilla ice cream. Dinner will be tomato bisque soup. Entree will be fried fish tilapia. We have another call. I hope it's a good one.
Good morning, Heber Home. This is Michelle. We're not sure what's causing the problem. Is this Fred? Thanks for letting us know. So we've got all the microphones on and everything plugged in. So what we're going to do is just going to keep recording. We're going to keep recording and tune in at 6:30 tonight, so you'll be able to hear the sound. Thank you. All right, thanks. Bye.
Thanks for calling, Fred. Again, folks, we have some sound issues today, so if you're watching up on the floors, you may not be able to hear me, but you'll see me. So I'm waving just to say hi, and you can catch us later at 6:30 on channel 88. Yellow rice and cucumber pineapple salsa with dessert will be Jello. And in celebration for those who have kosher meals for today's holiday of Tu B'Shvat, there's a special fruit that will be given to you guys to have whenever you'd like. So those are our meals for today. Now let's move into our positive news story. So IKEA, this is from the Good News Network, is continuing to try and remain true to their principles, protecting the environment and striving to become a carbon neutral company while still remaining one of the world's most pleasurable shopping experiences. Their latest move is a large purchase of 11,000 acres of forest in Georgia that looked like it would be lost to development. To ensure it remains intact and working to suck up carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, the forest was bought by IKEA as part of a strategy to reduce more carbon than it creates through its value chain. Home to the valuable gopher tortoise, the working forest in the Altamaha Basin is now owned by the IKEA subsidiary group, which has worked with the Conservation Fund, a nonprofit that has protected over 8 million acres of forests in the U.S. from fragmentation and development. A working forest is one in which lumber is harvested and regrown, and it's these forests, which often suffer from being broken up into smaller segments and develop, something the Conservation Fund and Inca are ensuring that will not happen by creating permanent easements that legally prevent the forest from ever being split up into smaller pieces. And these actions will, in turn, protect the gopher tortoise, a priority species for conservation. The Inca group currently owns, INGKA group, currently owns 616,000 acres of such forests in the US and Europe, while privately choosing to ensure the highest international standards for good forest management. A spokesperson added that no significant amount of wood from the forest is currently used in IKEA products. A quote, well-managed forests provide essential benefits including clean water and important wildlife habitat, as well as mitigating climate change, said Larry Selzer, president and CEO of the Conservation Fund. So IKEA is doing their part to help the environment. And for our bonus story today, tomorrow night, look up at the sky just as the sun begins to set, and you'll see the moon glowing orange as it rises above the eastern horizon. As January's full moon continues to rise on Thursday evening, that tangerine glow will fade to yellow, then to white, so bright it'll hurt to look at with the naked eye. While in 2020 there were 13 full moons, this year there will be 12 in total, including 3 supermoons, the full pink moon in April, the full flower moon in May, and the full strawberry moon in June. I did not know there were so many different moons. The full flower moon will actually be a total super blood flower moon eclipse. That means on May 26th, if you're on the West Coast, you should see the lunar surface turn a deep crimson for around 15 minutes. So January's wolf moon, a name thought to originate among the Algonquin people, isn't known as such to all cultures. According to NASA, around the world, it's also known as Candles Moon, Thai Pusam Festival Moon, the Ananda Pagoda Festival Moon, and the full moon of Tu B'Shvat. So, to many, a full moon can be seen as a chance to start afresh, to look back on our choices, and to make out a new path. If you miss out on seeing the full moon on today, actually, not to worry. The moon will actually appear to be full for about 3 days, from Wednesday morning through early Saturday morning. So everyone, here's to some new beginnings. As always, please feel free to give us a call. Any good news you've heard and would like to share on the show, you can do so by dialing 2813. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave us a comment, hit that like button, or hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember to tune in to Channel 8 later today. We have Wellness with Deborah at 1:30, On a Musical Note with Peter at 2:30. On our streaming channel, Channel 88, we will have this episode of Good Morning Hebrew Home replayed at 6:30 tonight. At 4 o'clock, actually, on Channel 88, we have Dorot Presents Music Appreciation. And tonight's movie at 7 o'clock on Channel 88 will be About Time. So if you're wondering what that movie's about, when Tim Lake, Dom Hall Gleason, is 21, his father tells him a secret. The men in their family can travel through time. Although he can't change history, Tim resolves to improve his life by getting a girlfriend. He meets Mary, played by Rachel McAdams, falls in love, and finally wins her heart via time travel and a little cunningness. However, as his unusual life progresses, Tim finds that his special ability can't shield him and those he loves from the problems of ordinary life. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight's movie. Thank you for joining us today. Once again, this has been Olivia Cohen with Good Morning Hebrew Home. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. Cohen out.
Hebrew find the hero. Hero home, hero home, good morning, hero. My home, my heart, my heart.